This is done.
Can't wait to make all the decisions.
I'm just gonna lightly caress Trevor's hand.
Get the fuck off. You guys have like a drink with like that Sonic pellet ice and it gets stuck in the straw and you can't get any of the goodness.
Yeah.
No.
Aww.
I haven't had that, but that sounds like a real struggle.
It's starting right now because I just buy like a big bag of the Sonic ice because I like the pellets.
Mm.
Mm.
Pellets are nice.
And I haven't gotten around to buying one of those pellet ice machines, so I haven't got to like really enjoy it.
We give that to old people because I like chewing on it at the hospital.
And they also give it to
course
women
they
who are
do.
in labor for some reason.
I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know either.
I just figured they would throw those giant Scotch blocks at him to knock him out.
Last time on.
Oh yeah, D&D, yeah. Good point.
Oh yeah.
So last time, you guys just tied up some loose ends.
Hey.
After a very eventful session before last, you guys got the heart of the mother tree.
That's
and
right.
through a very roundabout measure, you guys managed to return it back through Elroka chunking Velgrea into the hole.
Hell yeah, man.
Great girl. Didn't need assistance or anything.
No, not at all. Why would you need assistance?
And from doing that, you received a gift from Melora, the Wild Mother herself.
Woo!
You received the gift of a seedling with no information on really what to do with it other than to use it in your time of need.
Eat the seed.
I'm not gonna eat the seed.
Gain the power. You had also went to Dissipators beforehand and had a kind of impromptu celebration from Dissipator, who seemed to not really know the intricacies of a social gathering.
It was a little bit awkward, but it's the thought that counts.
That's right.
As well as Dissipator being in a very good mood. It seems like everything's on the up and up for you guys right now.
Until a certain individual came and
crashed our party.
Then afterwards, doing the stuff with the mother tree, you, at a strange change of heart, decided to teleport outside of the Iron Tower,
which is actually very fortunate.
Ended up scaring poor little Mixophilia.
He'll get over it.
Walking up, and then upon knocking in the door, you heard a slightly pompous, slightly inflated ego type voice. And upon entering the chamber after being invited in, it appeared to be the master of Bator, the master of the Nine Hells himself, Lord Asmodeus. Having a quite tense conversation.
Invited him to the shows.
While managing to not necessarily give away any more information than what he already had, and working around some words, managing only to get a strange yet slightly foreboding word from him.
He's gonna be really fucking pissed, though.
Which is that things are about to change.
All right, change.
It's like when you pissed
with
off
him.
your parent for the last time, and your dad's like, "Things are gonna change around this here."
No, please.
With Asmodeus then disappearing. But Dissipator still seeming very uncomfortable and not necessarily willing to talk in the moment, fearing of prying eyes or prying ears. From there, you guys were able to get sent back to Mathael, where things are starting to get rounded up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to meet back with your dragons, talk with them a bit.
This is true.
Speak with Thalen, and you guys have gotten your plan, hearing a little skirmish going on between Scarin, one of the leaders of the Wyvern Riders, as well as Thalen, with Scarin storming out of the Adventurers Guild, and then speaking with Thalen about the current actions to come up. hearing that that Silver Lion, nor Seiju, nor Hiranori have been seen in a little bit, as well as figuring out your next action, which is with the information that it's going to take the Elven forces a couple weeks to if they're going to go back, it's going to take them at minimum 2 weeks to get back.
It is true.
Thalen has recommended that going and striking at their heart would be the course of action he would recommend, but he's trying to rouse some ideas. And nothing has been confirmed yet. You guys also have been shown to have a sigil of Magalash, which, from what Dissipator has told you, should teleport you to a location close to him, if not to him himself. And with that, you all have went your separate ways. This is before the end of the night, so this is after Gydos has went to the Saldeans. Elroka, you're currently outside working out with Jeff. You've just finished your workout, and you're now reciting a little bit of history of Mathael, a book that Jeff had acquired.
Perfect.
And Slin's story, you're hanging out inside the Adventurers Guild. Currently, about a table across from where Thalen and Lunmar are kind of joking with each other right now. And Velgray, you went up to your room in the Adventurers Guild, correct? To count the money?
I think she's AFK, but that is what she did.
Yes.
Do them.
All right. With that, the night is yours. What do you all wish to do?
What you did.
Okay.
Is it-
I want to go to the Inquisitor camp.
Okay, as you guys are already outside of the town, you do see they have set up a number of tents outside, and there is a patrol going. They seem to be keeping a decent distance away from you guys, but they are staying within range of the city if anything needs to be mobilized.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to the patrol, and, I already had my initiation in the middle of the town. I'm going to raise my hand and say, be with you.
As you're walking, you are stopped by two Inquisitors.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were over there. There.
Yeah, it's two Inquisitors kind of ride up on horseback, and they, upon seeing you, it seems like they were about to start their speech, and they recognize you and go, "Oh, hello.
Oh.
How may we assist you?"
I have business to tend to with His Holy Exarch.
They just kind of nod and say, They point over to a kind of opulent tent, and they say, he's having a meeting right now with the other high Inquisitors. You should give them a moment, unless it's pressing matters."
Of course. And
And they escort you there.
perfect. I'm going to wait outside and not gonna interrupt their meeting.
Yeah. All right, so we'll just say it's in this build. Let's just use this as an example.
Okay.
So
Whoops, sorry.
yeah, so you hear outside of the tent, you start hearing murmuring. You can listen in if you want.
Yeah, sure.
All right, roll perception check.
Oh, 23.
22.
Oh, 22.
Okay. You hear plain as day. They're not trying to hide it. They're in their own encampment. They don't necessarily need to talk in a hushed tone.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize as Tira Lane say, "We should return to Strahd as soon as possible to make sure that this army, as they're fleeing, as it would seem, that they don't intercept Strahd in its current weak state." You then hear the voice of, and you haven't heard the three High Inquisitors talk very much, so you're just kind of speculating. You hear another voice say, "But if we do that, it would leave this city undefended, at least crippled as it is. The other one says, "Oh, the light willed that we protect the city, but we're unsure whether or not that means for this moment or to protect it indefinitely. Strahd should hold, but it still makes me nervous." And then you hear kind of a break in their conversation.
Okay, I guess right outside I'll say, "Your Holy Exarch, Tyrlane. A word?"
You hear, "Oh, be but a moment." And the tent, as it opens up, the back.
I'm lagging a little bit, so it's
Yeah, you're
delayed.
good. So the tent flap kind of open as you see the burning cross upon his back is still blazing this golden light as Tyrlane steps out. He looks to you and says, "Ah, Elroka, I'm happy that you've arrived here."
And I greet him and I say, "Care to walk with me?"
He just kind of nods.
Okay, so I'd like to explain to them. In our last encounter, we found an item that proved that contains very evil within it. Give him the sigil.
He takes a look at it and he's going to roll a religion check. He's going to inspect it and try to sense some evil. Decent. So,
He does get advantage of a religion check.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, pretty good. So he takes it, and you see him immediately kind of grasp it firmly in his hand. He goes, "Yes,
Oh, you're over
I sense a great amount of evil within this."
We have reason to believe from our employer that this is the key to maybe Magalash's location. And if I'm correct, His Holiness himself, the Light, do greatly with that information.
Tyrlane just kind of nods to him and says, "I think I have a way that this can help us. If you'll be but a moment." And he kind of like flags over another Inquisitor and he hands it over and says, "Take this to the High Inquisitors. See if they can make a copy of it. Or if anything, divine where it's heading to." And the Inquisitor just kind of goes, "Yes, High Exarch." And he leaves. Turns back to you and says, "The High Inquisitors are very well versed when it comes to matters of the arcane. Potentially, we should be able to divine to where this is going to send us."
I trust in your forces. And I'll let them know. If you get the chance, commune with the Light. Let them know, update them on our progress. We set out to perhaps go to the heart of Elder Brain's capital. Or not the Elder Brain, the Elven capital. I don't want to say Elder Brain.
Yeah. The Tyrlane kind of looks at you and says, "Are you planning on riding there, or are you planning to use that devil's manner of transportation?"
Well, he's been pretty fast about that part. I don't know how long riding by carriage would take us.
Tyrlane kind of pauses and goes, "Well, it depends. Are you going to take," kind of looks at Mathael, "some of their horses, or are you going to take some Straudian cavalry?" And you can feel kind of the smile under his mask.
Well, is that really a question? I smiled back.
He kind of just lets out a little bit of a chuckle and says, I guess not." He kind of looks at you and says, kind of downtrodden, he kind of like tilts the head down and goes, "I fear I probably will not be able to travel with you much longer."
I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You've done enough as it is, friend. Trust me. And we don't want you to get too tired when we see heretics around, if you know, catch my drift."
Kind of just,
Referring to his holy rage.
yeah. So you see him kind of laugh a little bit, and you see He kind of pauses and he reaches for the helmet.
Oh.
And he stops.
Oh.
And he goes, maybe next time. And he looks
Yeah.
to you and says, he goes, Inquisitor Judge did bring up a good point to us earlier. We have cavalry that we can use, that most of us are armed with. Many of us are also versed in the holy arts of fighting at a distance. He and I were also planning on potentially causing a disruption in their line as they attempt to retreat from a distance. It should be safer and should halt their progress.
Okay. That sounds like a solid plan. Go on.
He goes, we've still been hammering out the details, and the more time we waste, the further they'll get, but we can make up the distance. Figuring out the manner of this item you give will delay us a while. Could be a day, could be potentially a few days.
We have reportedly around a week or two until the forces we just defeated return back to their home base. Galen of Michael advised us to strike at the heart while their forces be limited.
You see him kind of look towards the setting sun as he goes. A strike at the heart when the sword and the shield are far from the breast. A smart move.
That's why he's been guild master. And I'd say we'll probably move out here in the morning. No rush with your diviners, please. I trust in the light and your people. You haven't let us down yet, and we won't let you guys down. Hand on the shoulder.
And as the hand reaches the shoulder, the sun hits the edge of the cresting hill, and it turns to that bright red as it starts to display over that final waning sun over the setting field in front of you guys.
Oh. The sunset tile. It's in the way.
No, it's a sunrise, right?
Sunset.
Oh, sunset. Gotcha.
And
And he places his hand on your shoulder and he just says, light be with you.
And also with you. And I walk off.
And he parts back towards the tent. All right, so you currently do not have the Seal of Magalash anymore.
Yeah. Just pawned off that fucking endgame mission for a bit.
What was once a green thing is now back to being red.
Quest accepted. Quest 11.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do?
Ooh, me.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. I would like to still tell Staldrache that if he's gonna fight with us, he needs to get plenty of rest. Because I know that he's been like able to keep up on his reading and stuff since he's big brain dragon.
And he just kind of looks at you and says, and to where is our room?
It's a good point. Where were you sleeping before?
He kind of just points towards your satchel.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got to remember, you just been kind of hanging out playing cards. He's just
Yeah.
been kind of like nestling up and just sleeping next to you wherever you're at.
Oh, gotcha.
I say
Gotcha.
because it's not like your character retires to a bedroom.
Yeah, that's true. Well then, I guess we should go find a place to sleep.
Okay, where you want to look?
I would like to pull Chester out of the lantern.
Okay. You reach in, and again, he doesn't fight back. It's not what you're used to, and you find it kind of strange as you kind of take him out, you kind of plop him on the table, and he goes, "Hey, Sal."
Hey, this is kind of awkward. So like we got dragons. This is Staldrache. He's my dragon. He's pretty
He's
cool.
really big. No, he's not big. He's not as big as what I thought for a dragon.
Well,
that's
he's
I was
sugar.
kind of pausing. And he goes, "Wait, where'd you get dragons at?"
Well, if you keep joining us,
yeah, if you would have kept on our team, you would have probably gotten a dragon.
He goes, "Oh, how soon after I left?"
Like as soon as like wait, hold on, there was
no, it's definitely like.
carry the it was at least 3 episodes.
I don't know how long that is, but it probably can't be that long.
It wasn't too much longer. But yeah, so we got dragon. You wouldn't believe how long these suckers took to hatch. I had to run around that damn fountain riding my bike. Like I even had a flame body magmar with me, and the damn eggs wouldn't hatch fast enough.
He kind of looks over at Staldrake and goes, "Wait, is that how you guys hatch?" Staldrake just kind of shrugs.
See, I told you.
Maybe.
Told you. But anyway, Chester, Staldrache needs a place to sleep. Like I don't sleep, you know this. Staldrache needs a place to sleep. Do you know of an inn where we could go and sleep for the night?
Just ask Leland.
He goes, yeah. There's a really, really nice inn.
Oh,
He goes, yeah, just okay, just lift me up and I'll tell you where to go.
Okay, yeah. I'll just hold you in my hand. All right, Staldrache, we're just gonna follow this nice man
don't
out.
you have insult too? Wait, you can get the whole band back. Oh.
So he starts slowly kind of guiding you. And okay, yeah. You start walking down, and as you let me actually pull up the map so I can properly describe this.
Yes. It was big brain. It was big brain time.
To continue that story one way or another.
That's not the right one. Hold on, give me 1 second. I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, I get you.
Problemo.
There we go. The DM edition. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you head out the Adventurers Guild out the front door, and you head down the eastern main road. You go to as you're walking down this main road, you notice that the soldiers are still kind of walking around, and they don't look as nervous, but they still look like busybodies.
Mm-hmm.
As you're walking, you make a first right, which brings you down another main road that leads further. Like if you keep going down it, it leads out of the city, and there's a large guard tower in the far, far distance.
Mm-hmm.
Then leads you down to another side road, which is on the right again, and it leads kind of. This main road is very nice, very open. There's a large amount of shops and some residential areas as well. And as you go down, you make this other turn, which, as you're going down, it doesn't seem like a super like a main road, but as you turn down it, it is fresh cobblestone, like fresh laid road.
Oh.
And the walkway and like the sidewalks, they look relatively new, and they have what appears to be names engraved in the middle of each step that as you reading them, make a investigation or perception check, your
I
choice.
can't read.
That's true.
A lot of squiggles.
A lot of squiggles in these lines.
You can ask Chester what they say.
Chester, what did these say? What do these names mean? I think they're names.
Chester kind of looks at it and goes, Aben, Black Steel, he goes, Jeremiah. So he goes, hey, he's like, hey, look. And he kind of like points at another name, and he goes, hey, look, there's Silver Lions. There's Silver Lion, Mithril. And from what Chester's telling you is that there appears to be adventurer guild names
Oh.
engraved on each one of these steps.
Cool.
And as you're going, you notice that the street is very, very nice. The buildings, the front of them appear to either be new or recently renovated. You're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, getting down to the furthest end, you notice this grand, opulent, like lights are going. There's like all these like jars, and there's even like they look kind of like neon signs, but it appears to be perpetually moving lightning.
Oh.
And you see it just says the tipsy tiefling. And just like the neon sign thing, where one of them is a tiefling with horns, and the one's like a mug out, and the other one's the mug like in his
Oh,
face,
oh yeah, like
and it goes back and forth.
uh-huh.
And you see a few. It's starting to get, the sun has already set at this point, so it's starting to get dusk, and the sign's really like livening it up.
Wow.
You see a few ladies outside wearing scantily, like they're scantily dressed, and they appear to be kind of beckoning people inside. And you see a few soldiers, ones that appear to kind of have their helmets kind of down, or they're in like their off clothes, and they appear to be kind of like patrolling this area, but they seem to be taking a little bit too long, taking in the eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
And as well as you see a few of them in what appears to be their off time, walking in, and as they see the other soldiers kind of walking by, they go, "The drinks are pretty cheap here, right, guys?"
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then you see a few of them go inside. It appears to be it appears like a nice place. I mean, aside from the few maidens of the night that appear to be here, but you're from the second layer of hell. This isn't anything new.
Yeah, no, this is nothing new for me.
As far as you can tell, this is a very above average place that would be in the city, the Iron City.
Oh, it's
This
like hell on earth.
wow. Chester, is this the place you're telling me to go?
He kind of goes. He goes, yeah. He's like, yeah. I mean, he's like, it's really improved a lot since the first time I came here.
You you were here before?
He was like, oh yeah, it was a little while back, maybe like a month ago.
Oh, look, is there someone I gotta talk to in here, or?
He goes, you can just go inside. He's like, I mean, it's not too expensive. I mean, you have money, right?
Hold on.
So reaching into his pockets.
Yeah, I got 633 gold. Is that you think that should be enough?
He goes, oh yeah, and it's fine for a room and some other
Okay.
stuff if you're wanting it.
Hopefully, yeah. Okay. I'd like to start walking towards the door.
Okay, yeah. So as you walk inside, there appears to be a half elven woman, and she kind of eyes you up and down, and you see the initial kind of look of like, holy fuck, it's a skeleton. To gotta keep composure. She's like, she's like, well, hey there.
Great.
I don't. Hey, how's it going?
She goes, she kind of leans in towards you. You can see like she kind of like eh, showing the cleavage in like the tightly taut shirt that she has tied, kind of doing like the push-up bra effect.
Uh-huh.
No reproductive organs, lady.
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah.
She kind of leans in towards you and goes, well, I've never seen you over here. Twirls her hair a little bit.
Yeah, I'm from out of town.
She goes, oh, that's really interesting. She's like, we don't get too many out-of-towners here recently.
Yeah. Just kind of like a World War type of thing happening, so.
She goes, yeah, but, you know, I work in a pretty old profession, so I feel like I will get by either way. Gives you a
Oh
little
yeah. Yeah. I understand. I was just coming here to get a room for the night.
She kind of leans in again, finger on the chest as she goes, and some company too.
I'd like to lean in to like her ear. I literally can't.
Lean in.
I'm leaning in. Yeah. I literally can't.
She kind of is stunned, like just kind of like,
No, that makes sense.
She goes, well, I mean, we can. I mean, we can experiment.
I literally can't.
You see her kind of pausing, and she kind of looks down at like the crotch, and she looks back up at you, and she goes, kind of leans in again, like a little bit closer, and she goes, "Wait, really?"
I shoot blanks. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
You can't shoot anything. You don't have a gun.
Trying to throw Nerf darts. She kind of like leans back, kind of just taps you on like the shoulder and goes, "Okay, um, do you want me to let the other girls know so that you don't have to do this encounter like a bunch of times?"
Well, I mean, it would be preferred if you don't want to waste anyone else's time. Otherwise, I'd have to have this awkward conversation with the one, two, three, I can't even count.
She goes, "Yeah, no, there's a
However
lot."
many people.
Fine. Yeah, I
I
do.
can't.
You also lose down.
Yeah, I don't know.
She goes,
Did,
she says, "Yeah, no, I don't mind doing that." And then you see her kind of rub the fingers together.
oh, like the yeah.
She wants money.
Oh. No, I gotta get room. I don't know how much room is just for myself. I don't know. I can't.
She kind of looks at you and she goes, "Oh, don't worry. How about you get a room situated and I'll find you in a little bit."
Yeah, I'd rather not. It's mainly for my dragon. He's the one that needs sleep. I
She
don't
kind
need
of looks
sleep.
over at Staldrake, who like knows up in the air he does not want to associate.
He's very
Very
stalwart
people.
dragon. Very nice guy, but he's not. We're not really. It ain't gonna work.
She kind of just walks away.
She was attracted.
Like mid stammering, she just kind of just books like just 180 walks away.
An interaction that way.
That's literally me whenever any girl would ever try to do that.
And you see as she walks away, she's doing like the full like hooker strut.
Yeah. I get you. All right, so where's the main bar area?
You're still standing on like the patio.
Okay, I'd like to walk into the establishment.
Yeah, you walk in through the door, and immediately as you open the door, you're hit with this beautiful lute sound of this. Of you look onto the stage, and there appears to be kind of a chubbier tiefling man with a decently thick beard. Let me get a thing for it.
Been a while since we've seen that model.
What a nice guy.
Difference though is at this point he has changed out his robes, and he currently is wearing what appears to be like almost a suit.
Ooh,
And hair completely slicked back.
hell yeah.
And you see him kind of playing, and he appears to be playing kind of what sounds like a blues tune,
Eh,
or like those like kind of noir kind of
Yeah,
songs.
yeah. How did he get that blues sound to play on his lute?
Yeah, and you got like a little bit of a drum in the background, as like dum, 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 dum. It's kind of like this real soft music that's kind of just like for chilling. As you enter
Yeah.
the light, immediately kind of hits this mix of nightclub and like fancy dining area where it's like the low candlelight.
Yeah.
And as you enter, another one of these females kind of walks up to you, and she goes, and this one seems to be kind of a perkier. I'm not going to say younger, but she looks to have a decent amount of elf blood in her, and she appears to look younger. She looks like 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, hiya.
Hey, how's it going?
She goes, well, welcome to the Tipsy Tiefling. How can I help you?
I was just looking to get a room tonight.
She kind of looks at you and says, get a room or just get a room?
Just get a room. One bed for my dragon
She
and a
goes,
chair for me.
and she kind of looks at him, kind of leans over, and she goes, aw, what a pretty little guy. And she reaches over to pet him, and he kind of like, he kind of like exhales out of his nose this kind of sulfuric smoke.
He does not like to be touched.
She kind of pulls the hand back and goes, well, isn't he just a pouty little fella? She
Okay, easy,
like a
Stall Drache.
perpetual smile. She has kind of like a pixie cut hair.
Oh no, that definitely not my no. I'm ready to end this conversation.
And,
No,
As soon as you tell me that, I'm
asexual.
done.
and she goes,
Yeah.
so it'd be just one room, one bed. Do you care what floor it's on? We got ground floor through the 7th floor.
I'll just go for the ground floor.
Ground floor, that'll be. She kind of looks over and goes, hey, Luce, we have any on the ground floor? And you hear a woman go, we got 3. She goes,
Oh my God.
we got 3 on the ground floor.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't like going upstairs. Yeah, that'd be great.
She goes, me neither. I really hate stairs. She kind of looks at you and she goes, She got like eyes kind of going dreamy, and she's like, did anyone tell you your bones really shimmer?
God damn it.
Well, you know, like yeah, kinda. It's kind of my species, so.
She kind of smiles and says, well, Mom always told me to compliment very appreciative customers.
That is very nice. Well, how much is the one room going to cost?
She goes, right. If you come over to the front desk with me, and we can get you all situated.
All right, yeah, I'll start trucking over there.
She kind of trucking. As you're like following behind her, you notice that she's wearing what appears to be kind of like a tightly worn vest, but she doesn't appear to be wearing any undergarments. It's kind of like a cowgirl vest is covering over her decently small cleavage,
Mm-hmm.
and she's wearing kind of like booty shorts.
Mm-hmm.
She gets over to the desk and she kind of grabs it and she leans over and hands you the singular key, and she goes, no, she grabs the key and she places it on the table and she goes, that's gonna be 45 gold for the night.
All right, perfect. So I'd like to reach into my pocket. Oh, but hey,
The arm,
Stall
she has the
Drache.
arm on the desk. She's kind of looking at you.
Yeah. Like to reach in and pull out 60 gold coins.
Okay.
And then the 15 is for her.
She takes it and she goes, oh my. She's like pretty and generous.
Absolutely. Now please don't talk to me ever again.
Is that what you tell her? Jesus.
My character is not in the mood.
And then you just scuttle away.
My character is just not in the mood. Which one's my room?
She points to it and goes, it's gonna be the 5th one on the left.
5th one on the left. Perfect. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. This one.
Yeah, you as like the music is playing and you get over there, you kind of just slam the door. Silence in the room.
Golly, dude.
As you hear a tink 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 tink.
What?
Tink, tink, tink.
Hello? I open the door.
No one's there. Tink, 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 tink.
It's a lantern.
What did you say?
Tink, 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 tink.
I don't understand what's that. What's this tinking?
Tink, 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 tink.
Your fucking lantern, Kyle.
Oh shit.
You close the door.
Yeah, I shut the door. I realize it's my lantern halfway through. What? I'd like to reach in. Who's trying to talk to me? Hello?
As you look in the lantern, you see that Happy appears to be laughing, and it appears that Chester and Insult are both tapping on the glass.
Oh, is there any way on how I can pull both of them out at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like just a combo. You can pull both of them out.
All right. Here we go. Chester in my left hand, Insult in my right.
Chester goes, "Hi again." Insult goes, "Hey."
Uh, this was the place that Chester had told me to go to.
Insult kind of laughs a bit and goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, Chester, this place is way different than last time we went." He goes, "Yeah, and remember those renovations I wrote up a while back?" He goes, "Oh yeah, you did a good job whenever you had some of that canine bus." He goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He's like, "That's a good thing this went through." He goes, "Yeah, I know. This place is way better now, right?" And they go, "Oh, yeah, sorry. Um, hmm." They go, "Yeah, no, you should go talk to the tiefling guy. Danimar is his name.
Danimar?
Yeah, Danimar."
Danimar. Gotcha.
They go, "Trust us. We know him. We're real cool with him. He can help you
So
out."
taken by the worms or
Oh,
whatever.
we've been joking about that actually.
And you just
Yeah.
didn't move me back from AFK?
No.
Yeah, you can suffer.
Guess there's no point in streaming anymore then, I guess.
No,
Wow.
you just have a big thing of blank nothingness there.
Yeah, it's great.
You just have to
And I
add
hope
in
y'all
subtitles.
accept the responsibility. I'm not adding in I don't. How would I even add in subtitles if I don't know what's going
You
on?
don't know what happened. just guess the subtitles. Like it could be a lip
I mean,
reading.
it's not like there's any lip flaps. You can just put whatever you want there.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
funny.
you had my VR headset for a bit, and that's about it.